What's up, everybody? My name's Bryce, aka DubsNotSubs, and today we are going to be doing a review on Bakemonogatari, the manga version done by Ogre and Nisioisin. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So Bakemonogatari is specifically about a lot of different women over the time that Aragi meets, and so it follows the story of Aragi meeting these people. I don't know if it's only women, but I think it's mainly girls. But they're ending up with supernatural things happening to them. But this story specifically follows Hitsuki right here, who ends up having all her weight stolen by a crab. So Aragi ends up catching her one day after she fell off the stairs and ends up finding out her secret. So he tells her that he can find her a way to fix his power, or to fix what her weight being stolen from her, but he can't save her herself. She has to do that herself, but he can basically give her the path to go to save herself. So he brings her to a guy named Oshini, and Oshini is the man who has the ability, or has the ability to let her save herself or whatever. It's a weird thing where they can't do it for her. She has to do it herself. But anyway, yeah. So she actually has a real messed up past, and when you find out why the crab stole her weight and stuff, you get to tell why she's kind of this really off-putting and mean person, and kind of like isolates herself, and just the self-hatred she has for herself, and this other stuff with her mom and her dad, and this whole, like, there's a cult involved and stuff. It's very messed up, and it makes a lot of sense for why she's like the way she is. But at first, I wasn't really a big fan of her, but now after seeing what happened and her character develop and finding out what happened, I was like, man, she's a really good character. She's really well written. Aragi, I'm kind of on the fence on still. I want to know more about him. I kind of like his character, and there's stuff I don't like about him. I just got to see more about what happens and all this stuff. But yeah, this manga specifically kind of goes, I don't think it covers the whole first volume. It's probably like 1/3. Usually how that works for light novels, it's like usually one book is like 1/3 of the first novel or whatever, or each novel. But yeah, it's really good so far. Ogre's art is absolutely amazing. I loved Air Gear, and I'm loving a lot of it. I'm not going to show the inside of it, but I'll give you a little close-up of the actual cover and stuff, because I'm not getting copyright striked. But yeah, the book itself is like slightly oversized from normal manga. But real talk, guys, why can't why can't American publishers of manga standardize their book practices? Like, I mean, come on, look at this. Like, how am I have to organize it by size and ABC order. It's just really messed up. Like, if this was all one size, you know how nice that would look? But anyway, yeah, this story so far is really good. I'm really excited to see where it's going. There's a lot of Japanese folklore in it, and a lot of Japanese myths and legends and stuff, and I really like that. I like the references they have to different pop culture villains, or not villains, like tall tales, I guess, legends and stuff like that. Because there's things like vampires, like I said, the god crab, and then there's characters like Hanakawa, who is the president of the school, or not the school, it might be just Argi's class, who has a lot of mystery to her, because she's related to Oshini in some way. Like, not blood related, ends up owing him a huge debt for some reason that I do not know of, and it's not explained in this, but I'm excited to know more about what actually her character is, because I really like her character, and I want to know what happened and what the debt is that she owes to her. We also get to see, apparently, everybody loves Shinobu, like, everyone's huge thing. We get to see a first glimpse of her in here, like, just a little, like, teaser of her with her like kid form or whatever, because apparently it's different forms. I had that spoiled for me, but yeah, it's really cool so far. I'm really liking where the story's gonna go. I'm very hopeful for what's happening. Nisioisin's a great writer, and from what I know that I've read online and stuff from people who have read the light novel, is that it keeps the best parts. It doesn't really leave out parts that should be in the story. But yeah, so far it's great. I'm loving it. So without further ado, I'm going to get into more spoiler territory right after this point. So if you don't want to get into that, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. It is a definite 7 for me. I want to see more where it goes. I'm loving it so far. Not as excited as I was for Golden Sheep, but still loving it so far. Can't wait to see what more is going to happen. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching if you're stopping off here. But let's get into more spoiler territory. Alright, like I said, Aragi ends up taking him to Oshino after he catches her one day and with a weight. So what we end up finding out about why she had her weight stolen was because the way her mom, I believe it was after she had her weight stolen after meeting this crab. Her mom ends up falling into trying to find different religions and stuff to try to get her daughter. Well, we don't know this for sure. It's like speculation to get her daughter's weight back. That's what they kind of think. Maybe that's what's going to happen. But she ends up falling in with a cult and ends up getting massively in debt. Like, massive in debt. And one day the higher ups in the cult end up coming over to the house and trying to sexually assault and rape Hitsugi right here, and she ends up resisting and like fighting him off and stuff. But instead of her mom like telling her that was the right thing to do, or like kicking him out of the house, she ends up hitting her daughter and like was super mad at, like pissed at her daughter for doing that to them. Just like, it was really weird and really messed up for like something her daughter had to like go through, and like you can or Hitsugi had to go through, and you're like, man, you get why she's so like doesn't like men at all, and it's just really off-putting and wants to be alone after like you hear about that. It's like, man, that's really messed up. Like I wouldn't want to be around anybody either if that happened to me. That's like, I keep saying, I'm noticing I'm saying like a lot again. When I get in these like, said again, I get in these modes where I just say one word over and over again when I'm explaining something, and I hate it. But anyway, yeah, Hitsugi ends up going to Oshino, and everything goes, like, she can't show Oshino, or Oshino can't tell her how to fix herself. So basically, they have a ritual or whatever that brings out the crab, and Hitsugi is basically begging to get her connection with her mom back, because that's what the crab took, was the connection and the guilt and everything that went with her mom, or between her and her mom and all this other stuff, because she ends up thinking that it's her fault her mom left her dad, and that this whole massive debt thing happens because she thinks if she never resisted at that point, their family would still be happy, which is so messed up in thinking, and really sad and really messed up. And man, it's just so wrong in a way of thinking about it, because it wasn't her fault at all in anything. But yeah, she ends up having that, and that's basically where the volume ends, with the crab coming out and her finally facing her inner demons. And we're basically going to find out in the next volume whether she overcomes it or what's going to become of this. And I'm really excited to see where this is going at that point. But with Hanakawa, like I said, it's a huge mystery. Don't know what the hell's going on with her. All I know is that she owes Hoshino a great debt, and I want to know what that great debt is. So once we find out that, I like her character really much, and I want to kind of like uncover her secrets or whatever, dig all the skeletons out of the closet. But Aragi himself is actually a vampire. He got bit by a vampire who is Shinobu. Like I said, gets shown in this volume. It's like some weird essence where the girl dies or whatever. Like the original vampire dies, I think, and then like they bring Shinobu back, and like some reincarnation of her. I don't really know for sure. I gotta read more to actually fully understand it. But yeah, basically, she is the thing that made Aragi a vampire or whatever. The vampire that made Aragi a vampire. So I don't really know what the vampire tendencies he has, rather than vampire in name, because he doesn't really show any specific like stereotypes of a vampire. Like, he's not trying to suck blood, or he's not like afraid of garlic and all this stupid stuff. But yeah, he doesn't like, light doesn't affect him at all. So I really want to know more about him. That's why I was saying I'm kind of on the fence with him, because I want to know more about his character before I can say I like him or I don't like him. But yeah, so far art is great. Like I said, I'm loving it, everything about it, and man, I'm really happy I'm finally digging into this, and I'm glad I went with this because Ogre's art is absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and he really encapsulates the story perfectly. So, well, perfectly for this adaptation, as much as I know about it. It's very well done. It's very good. So if you haven't read the light novel or watched the anime, definitely check this out. It's a great starting point. It takes the best parts about it and keeps it. And man, I'm just really excited to see more about it. It's very good. But guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what more you want to see from this channel. And if you have any ideas or anything you want me to try, I'm definitely down to try anything. Thank you guys anything within reason. I'm not a madman. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in another video.